this is That Mama, and I'm going to be doing some sessions on how to clean up your inventory. And I've watched quite a few different YouTube sessions like this and read quite a bit of material and stuff, and it hasn't really been real concise on how to do this. There was a lot of talk and not a lot of explanation about how to do it. So even though it's an old subject, I'm going to try to do it in a way that you can follow it step by step and maybe pick up some new pointers if you've already done this. But anyways, my goal is to clean up the inventory because my inventory is a mess. So I'm going to be cleaning up my inventory while we're going through this as well. And then really test some products in SL that some SL citizens have made to help keep your inventory organized, because there's a lot of good products out there that really work with the SL program. So it's going to be in duplicate tapings because it's going to be rather long, so I'm not going to have you sit through a real long YouTube to watch everything, so I'm going to break it down. I've divided it into steps. The first one is we're going to be inventory cleanup techniques. Then we're going to do some folder management. Then we'll move on to the products, and there's about 10 to 12 products that I am going to review. So for right now, we're going to focus on some inventory cleanup right away, some good techniques. We'll be doing landmark deleting, demo deleting, script deleting, and note card deleting, just to get some extra duplicates and things out of your inventory that you don't need anymore. So let's go ahead and kind of start with the landmark deleting. This might be a big step for each one of you. But it is a quick clean of your inventory, getting rid of unwanted landmarks. So if, it'll take some time, but what I have made, and let me find it, I made a folder called Good Destinations. So I've got a folder here. I've already, as you can see on my screen, with the Good Destinations folder, I've already started putting some landmarks in there. So I got quite a few of them. You're like, wow, you still got quite a few landmarks. Yes, I do. But these are the ones that I know that I'm going to be using a lot. There are also ones that I do know are good destinations, because a lot of the times, a lot of your older landmarks, you click on them and, people move their stores and their venues and their clubs, and you just, you're flying through the air and landing on a piece of land that's for sale. So, but I do know that these are good. Now, one of our basic things that we're going to be working with a lot is your inventory. So, how I get this screen pulled up, let's just go ahead and just close it like that. You should have an inventory button either down here at the bottom, or I'd like to make a toolbar button over here that has my inventory in it. And you're like, well, how do you do that? Okay, so this is a quick click organization right here. Everybody can do it, and I'm using Firestorm. Everybody can do it on Firestorm. And how you arrange that is you can drag or add items to it. So, and you can do that as well down here. I've got it locked right now, so if I unlock it, I can take like my microphone and put it over here. If I don't want to do that, I like to keep it right down there, but that's how you drag stuff over. So you drag stuff over from here, or you can right click over here and you can go to toolbar buttons. That opens up this big old screen where you can choose what you want to put here. But if you don't see this here or here, that's where that's hidden. You can either click here and go toolbar buttons and find all your buttons, so they're quick links, or you can click over here to the side and toolbar buttons. Then, to get a double inventory, click this button and it will open up 2 inventory boxes. Really nice to do when you have to copy or drag or copy and paste different items into another folder. So, how to make a folder here. There are standard SL folders that you cannot manipulate and change, but you can add different folders to them. So on this landmark folder, which is in the inventory, and if your inventory doesn't look like this, it might look like this. Just click the arrow. You can expand it and make it look even like this. But I like to kind of keep it looking like this. I don't like it fully expanded. And you just open your inventory inside the inventory. And then again, like I said, there's a landmark. I opened it. You can click on it and then you right click and you can say new folder. And that opens up something like this. And then I typed in Good Destinations and made a folder called Good Destinations. So that's how you do that. And then I work out of this. Then I work out of this inventory. So for right now, the first thing, like I said, is your landmarks. So what I did was, when you have your good destinations, you still have landmarks. And I went in here and I had a big old list of landmarks, and I just started looking and saying, okay, yeah, I like that one. You can click and drag it, or what I like to do is I like to actually, because here, I think I've got it in here, like, I probably have truth already in here, but I like to actually click on an item and cut it. So then it kind of fades it out, and then I paste it in the folder that I want. And so then I know that it is there. And every time you do that, it always puts it to the top, towards the top of the folder as well. So you know what you've done. So I don't want it in there twice, so I'm going to delete that. But you just go through and you do that. You go, okay, I like that one, put it in there, cut, paste. So I've already done that for you. And, you know, it takes a while to do that. I mean, there's I kept about 25, different landmarks. You get down here towards the bottom and you're like, oh, I want to keep all of these. Let's say you want to keep, this whole section. So you're like, yeah, they're all good. You can click on this, Carol Store, and then you can hold down your Shift key, and you can click to here, and select all of them. And you can right-click and cut all of them, and then paste them over. Let's say you go like this, and you Shift collect all of these, but there's one in here that you really don't want. You can push Control and click on it and it'll take it out. You can also click on this and go, okay, I know I need this one. I need this one, I need this one, and how I'm doing that is you just click on one and then you hold down your control key and just start selecting them and saying, okay, yep, I need that one, I need that one. As long as you hold down your control key, you can move your cursor everywhere. You can use this to scroll down a little more and keep clicking the ones you want. And then you let off of your control key and right click and say cut and then paste it over. So a lot of different ways to cut and paste. And that's just kind of basic in a whole bunch of different, I mean, that's not just for SL. But maybe you didn't know that you could do that. So maybe you learned something new. But anyways, I've got all my good destinations in a folder. So then the next step is, and I know this is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're going to do this, but you delete the rest of them. Yes, I said delete the majority of your landmarks, because landmarks are, hogs. I mean, and really be mindful. Really think about it. You might think, well, I shop at this store a lot, and, if you're a shopaholic, you're going to have a lot of landmarks. And, all I can say is, when you shop, you're going to always, every time you buy something from the marketplace, every time you buy something from a shop person, you're going to have their landmark. They're going to include it in their package. So don't think for a minute that you're going to lose a really good landmark and never get it back, and you'll be motionless in SL. Because nowadays with SL, they've got a really, really good search engine right there. It's going to pop up, and you're going to be able to go back there and make another landmark. So even the ones that you save, you could probably, you really could probably delete them, but it just makes you feel like, oh no, I'm deleting something that's really important. But, if you've got some important ones in a good destinations folder, then go ahead and take the leap, and all the rest of them that you sorted out and that you don't need, delete. Now you can see, okay, oh, I've got some note cards inside here. I don't want to get rid of my note cards too. And I don't want to have to pick and choose. I mean, let's say we go like this and we can still go like that with one of my techniques. Well, an easier way to sort your inventory so all you see is landmarks is to come down here in this gear, and it says search by, let's see, show filters. We're looking for there's search by, add objects, add close, and double click, show filters. That opens up another screen over here, and we can take the check mark out of everything except landmarks. Okay? And we can close that, and then everything is just all landmarks and our primary folders. See, I still have my good destinations. I'm not inside that. I'm not working inside that one. I just got a whole slew of landmarks right here that is just taking up space. So I'm gonna go click, I'm gonna shift key, and then I'm going to zip down to the very bottom of this big long list. Look how long this is taking me. Look, okay, there we go. I'm going to click on the bottom one, and it's going to get all of those. click and delete. And get all of those out. If I go here and I click on trash and I say empty and I say okay, because notice it says there's 816 items in the folder will be permanently deleted and you can't get them back. And that is correct. You say, yes, I want to permanently delete. And look at that, 58,142 elements. I took care of 898. Just boom. So I don't know how long we've been recording, but that's some pretty quick work. Okay. So let's go on to the next step. I think we have a little bit more time that we can do the next step, and it's called demo deleting. If there are some demos that you're still testing, that's another thing that is good to make. You can go demo okay, I didn't make that one yet. So you can make a folder called my demo testing. So, and you can put that under objects, you can put it under clothing. I'd probably just put one here under objects. So let's go ahead and make a new folder. And you always need to do this in the main inventory. Your secondary inventory, I don't know if it, and you have to be in the inventory tab. You can't be in your recents. I do know that, because watch. If I go into recents, and I go to my objects, I can't right click and make a folder. You have to do that from your inventory tab inside your inventory. So I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to call it my demo favorites. Okay. And then I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to go back to the show filters. And now I want to see everything when I start searching. We click and get everything back into my inventory. And close that. And I'm going to type in demo. And you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff fly up, probably, in your inventory. If you've never done this, try these hairs out. Okay? Kind of want to keep those. So I'm going to cut and put them into my demo favorites and paste them. But then I'm going to look down here and boy, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't need anymore. All these demos, it's like, oh wow, this bomb demo package right here. Gonna go ahead and do a demo search just like you would be doing. So here's this demo. I actually got this body, the Love Mama demo, so wow, I don't need that anymore. Sometimes people put the word demo on it, so, and it's not actually a demo. They've sold it as a demo, and now when they have sales like your 50 Linden sales and stuff like that, they put it up for sale, and they don't take the demo title off of it. So that's why you have to be a little bit more careful when you're doing this demo shirt, because just like this maker has actually, released this and didn't clear the demo name out of it. So if you do a demo search like this, you need to make sure that you're not deleting something that you really want. So that's why it's really good to go and make a little demo folder and put your good demos over there. See, it shows demo. So I know that this is a big old demo that I can get rid of. So I take this off, detach. I'm no longer interested in that folder. Delete. So it's going to try that out. Like, I've cleared out most of my demos. And the ones that I really want to keep are over here. So I click that. And you go up here and click again. You're like, wow, I'm done. All that done. You've got this trash full of stuff. Click on trash. It's showing you've got 31 this time. 31 demos, 31 folders, demos, note cards, stuff like that. Right click, empty. There's 31 more. So boom, we've done the demos. Okay. And since we're doing so well, we'll go on to script deleting. Now, script deleting is another one that you build up and you think, oh my gosh, no, especially if you're a builder, you might have a lot of scripts. And this comes later, managing your folders. But if you are a builder and you want to keep very important scripts, you'll need to make a script folder that's just for your building. Because when you go out and buy products, there's a lot of them now that are packaging. They get really artsy-fartsy about how they make their packaging. And there's like a little action, a script action that makes your avatar hold a bag or open the package just like a human is unwrapping a package, just like in real life, a person is unwrapping a package. But we don't need that anymore. There's a lot of scripts inside the boxes that invite you to the group or give you a landmark and give you note cards. We don't need all of those. So what I am going to do is take you through deleting the scripts that are called like unpacking. We're going to search unpack. We're going to search for res, unpack, give all, things like that. So first of all, let's go into our inventory. Go back to the show filters. We're going to take out, well, we can leave animations because that might be something that we'll bump into. So script and animations. We're going to take out all of this except for like that. Scripts and animations. And we're going to close it. Then we're going to type in res. Okay. And right away we have like on res welcome. That's one that you're not going to need anymore. This one right here, this Bosch anti-res, you're not going to need that script. You're not going to need this script. These were scripts that go into packaged clothing. Res, scripts for host heads. Let's see. Here's a gesture on res welcome. Don't need that. There's an on res reposition script. Things like that you won't need. So the res scripts I've went through and deleted. So then I put, let's see, what's another one? We're going to unpack. Let's type in unpack. So here's some unpackers. Unpacker. Unpack on touch. Unpack. I went through and deleted a whole bunch of them myself, but I left a few in my inventory just to show you. Just go through and start deleting the unpackers because you don't need to keep those. Then there's give all. Let's just type in give and see what we get. Here's a bento pose, give contents. We don't need that. Now, I do have a folder, and it popped it up here. Here's my scripts. And that is a proprietary folder that is from SL. And they give you some free things like give all content. And there's actually some duplicates. So you can, okay, we don't need 2 of them. The very same. There's give all content 2, folders with contents, all content. You know, we don't need all of those extra scripts. So we sorted through that. Here's give all contact to anyone who touches this object. So there's your give all. Okay. And then if you just write in script, those will list all of your scripts. New script hovering text script, that's in, you know, you want to be careful with deleting all your scripts because, you know, new script greeting card, well, that's a script that is used in this folder for that product. You know, it's not just a give script. Looks like we've kind of cleaned up our give all, you know, res this, join this. I didn't have any groups. Search for that. Putting group. And let's see, I've got a group inviter, but that's in my scripts folder, so I'm going to close that. But like, okay, here's one. Group invite info on res. So, let's delete. We don't need a group inviter. Wedge sneakers had 6 colors. Here's a group invite. So it's like every time I would open that box, I'd get this group invite over here to, you know, to the right. You'd get a little blue box that popped up that said join my group. And let's delete that. Group inviter, group join on res. You know, join my group. No. Okay. So now we have completely went through there and went through the scripts. And we come back here. Let's go ahead and show filters and work all of them again. Come down here to trash. We got all of our silly scripts in that we don't need anymore. Looks like I had. So I'm going to empty that, and that's going to take 25 more out of my inventory. Well, you know, I'm just killing flies. Yay! Okay. So those were scripts. And now the last thing is note card deleting. Same thing. Every time in my packages, I have a thank you note card. And it always, you know, tells you how my clothes are packaged. You know, thank you for shopping at my store. And I have a slurl to my most recent stores and landmarks and things, all in this little note card. Well, let's say you go and buy 5 items at my store. Now you have 5 thank you notes that say the same thing. Okay? So you don't need 5 thank you notes from me to say the same thing. You really don't. You can delete mine, and you can delete others as well. So we're going to go and show filters. I'm going to take the tick out of all of this except note cards. And it's going to show you, if you expand, it's going to show you all the note cards you have. Look at all those. Okay. So the best thing is to go through this list and start deleting ones that you see that are duplicates. Thank you very much for your purchase. You know, product information licensing. Thank you very much for your purchase. Right there. Boom, 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 delete. Okay, 100 store credit for your review. I used it. Use this. Now we can delete. Someday I'm probably just gonna take the leap and just delete the whole art garden. Just say, okay, I am so done with my exhibits and art gardens and stuff, and so I'm just going, my art exhibit information, just gonna delete the whole folder someday. Because I don't do picture gallery garden anymore for that person. That, so you can kind of see what they're doing now and calling their, note cards. So if you'd go into here and you sort and show filters and you go none and you do note cards and then you say, okay, so there's a lot of them that say thank you in it, like that. Search for it that way. There you go, thank you, like this. Thank you, feed me. Well, I don't need the thanking note anymore, so we can get rid of a whole bunch of them. See, right here, here's all of my thank yous that come with my GHTs. It's like, wow, I can go through here and just go select, 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 select. Look at all of that waste I'm getting rid of. And, that's why I've got all of these demos and stuff to try on these clothes and take pictures of them in there. And all the ones that I've purchased that I really like too. I mean, there's some clothes that I make that I don't like. Other people like them. I don't like them. But I've got to pay for them anyways. Because that's the rules and regulations with SL. You can't have duplicates. You can't share duplicates between avatars. So I have to go and actually, buy my own products that I make. And so therefore I'm unpacking my product and I have a thank you note for myself. So I just don't think I want to talk to myself anymore. I don't want to think myself anymore. I want to be thinkless. Because, take some time. You don't have to go super speedy fast. Because if you accidentally click on a folder, you're going to delete it once you go right click and delete. And that would be very traumatic. But, one saving grace, if it's in your trash can and you haven't right clicked and deleted it forever, you can put it back in your inventory. And I'll show you how to do that. Just because you delete it and send it to your trash can doesn't mean you can't take it out. But once you delete it from the trash can, it is very hard to get back. And you will probably never ever see it again. Wow, I think I'm almost done. Looks like I've bought a lot of Zuri jewelry. Okay, and that was thinking guessless. Okay, so now I'm ready to right click and delete. Okay, let's go ahead and put all. Close that out, close this out. Let's go ahead and make sure that I'm showing filters and I'm showing all of my filters. I'm gonna collapse, open this back up, and go to my trash You see all of those. Now let's say, I see a note card that I deleted, I didn't mean to. You can click on it to select it, and then right click, and it says purge, restore, replace links, move to default folder. So you could do either, if you purge, that means you're actually getting rid of it forever. You could restore item, and it's going to pop it up into your note card folder just randomly. You move to default folder, it's going to move it to the note card folder. You can replace links if you had it leaked, but just restoring the item will do the trick. So you can push restore item, it'll take it out of the trash and back into your inventory. But I know that I want to get rid of these, so I'm going to right click, I'm going to say empty trash. 151 items, 151 thank you notes. Goodbye. Look at that. My inventory is just going down more and more. So that is kind of a quick clean. Let's see if we've looked through all of those. We've done landmarks, we've done demos, we've done scripts, and we've done note cards. So that is our inventory quick clean tutorial. And I hope you come back for the second part where we'll be doing folder management. That's going to take a little bit more time because we're going to actually set up folders and put things in the folders and organize the inventory. And then you can kind of see if you do have more duplicates and more demos and things that you really don't need. So that's a big, longer process for a whole another video. But I'm so glad you joined me today, and watch my second part of inventory cleanup, and we'll start doing that next time. So hit that subscribe button and join me again with that mama. Thank you.